God of War Ragnarok is not a true PS5 exclusive. So technically speaking, PS5 ain't got no games. Not this year, at least. Not to their self. So all of that chirping, all of that downplay, down talking, Xbox, Game Pass, it's crazy because PS5 really ain't got no exclusive games to their self. Like every game that have been released on PS5 is on PS4 Pro. Which ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying, through all of the fanboy nonsense, all of the ponies screaming and hollering over there on Twitter about how Xbox ain't got no games. We're better than Xbox. We got all the AAA bangers. Truth be told, PC is stealing all the PS5 games. All the games are going to PC. PC is the new PS5. That's crazy, man. And just to sit here and think that they don't want to accept that God of War is not a true next-gen PS5 game with frame rate, resolution, ray tracing, so much other stuff that this game should have the highest quality for the highest price that you're paying for the console. Now, should they have built 2 God of Wars ground up? Should they have remade it for PS5? I think so. Will they do it in the future? I think so. I think they will remake this game, just like they're doing Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm almost betting that they're gonna remake God of War Ragnarok, bro, or remaster it for PS5, because that's what they're known for doing. Cash grab, double dipping AAA bangers with the same plastic box, the same frame drop plastic box that they're robbing their own fan base. In different countries, do you know some people are paying $90 a game? $80, $90 games? Do you know when the VR2 comes out, it's going to be $550 plus? Some people $650 because different prices, different regions, different countries. But yeah, man, it's been a lot of talk, bro. Now come 2023. We're going to be surprised come 2023 with Uncle Phil and Xbox and Game Pass. They have very big things going on over there on Xbox. The value is definitely going to be there. It's definitely going to be quality games coming, performing games coming, fun games coming, multiplayer games coming, big AAA banger games coming 2023. Now we're not that far away from 2023, and you already know what's about to go down, man. Like, it's going to be a dog fight come next year, and these fanboys know it. The thing about it is they gotta hurry up and get all of this hate out. They have to hurry up and make all these little negative tweets. Come on here, these content creators all over the place, the media's downplayed like Xbox ain't that deal, like they're not that busy. Like, I ain't listening to none of these Decepticons, especially over there at Sony's front office and old lying Jim Ryan. Ain't nobody listening to that liar. He even got the ponies out here lying. Like they like Xbox ain't out here doing big things out here in these gaming streets. Come on, man. You're trying to buy Call of Duty Activision Blizzard. Sony is trying to stop it. Now, I must say this. If Sony do somehow, some way get in the way of this deal from happening, cop blocking on Xbox and Uncle Phil, you know what I would do? My backup plan would be to really truly become a monopoly. I would buy every studio around Sony, every AAA banger that we can think of. We would put studios on those games. With that $70 billion going down the drain, no. We're gonna put that to good use. I would almost bet money that Uncle Phil would try to make GTA 6 exclusive. Uncle Phil would try to make Batman, the next Batman, even if they remake the game, make it exclusive to Xbox, Game Pass, and PC, and maybe even Nintendo. I would even team up with Nintendo. I'm talking about new level I'm talking about an Xbox you never seen before, because this is starting to kind of get out of hand. This story is starting to come out again. And, you know, Sony's real salty right now because they feel like, okay, now we're going into the next phase of the CMA trying to really dig deep and find things on Xbox to kind of say, hey, man, this deal shouldn't go through. We don't feel like this deal needs to go through because you don't want Xbox to buy Call of Duty, or you don't want Call of Duty on Game Pass and being available to everybody, even on mobile, because we already know 95% of people out here game on their mobile devices. You're going to have a bigger market with Call of Duty going to Game Pass than locked down to PS5 plastic box. That's just facts, bro. Sony ain't gonna bring you no value with PlayStation Plus Premium no time soon, because they are too focused on cash grabs, remakes, the remake station. They're too busy trying to get over on their own fan base. They're doing price hikes. The controller is overpriced. Yeah. We heard about that PlayStation Edge controller. Yeah, we know that's supposed to be a premium quality controller. We get it. But do everything have to come with a premium price tag? Like, it's already mad expensive to own a PS5. The guys just bought The Last of Us for $70. A lot of people feel like they waste their money. Okay, now you got to go out buy God of War. That's another $70. You know, now you got to go out and buy the VR2. That's $550. Plus the games are probably like, no telling, they're between $50 to $70 in different countries. Like I said before, the price is all over the place. Okay, so you really don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go get those pre-order games in GameStop. You know, but they ain't bringing us no value. That's the problem. But Sony is so greedy, grimy, shady, backdoor, doing all these little backdoor exclusive deals behind Xbox back. Things like Forspoken. Oh yeah. I was on my timeline looking at some things. Forspoken. Do you know how long that time exclusive game is going to be? 2 years before it comes to Xbox. Now at this point, the game should just be exclusive to PC and PS5. What sense is that going to make? Do you realize the AAA bangers are going to overshadow Forspoken by 2 years on Xbox? Do you realize how many bangers are coming out? Like, what sense would, I mean, I'm not saying that the game shouldn't come out on Xbox. I'm just saying, what's the point, bro? What's the point? Yes. Is Microsoft Xbox planning on buying more studios? Yes. That's what's going down in these gaming streets. Do they want to make things like another, let's say another type Tomb Raider type story-driven game like Hellblade 2 and all that? Yes. Do they have like a couple more AAA banger studios coming down the pipeline? I can't remember the name. Yes, Xbox are doing very big things this generation. Like I was trying to tell a lot of people, man, you can't really knock Xbox. It's too early in the race right now. Yes, they got God of War. People are loving it right now. But yet and still, that game is not a fully next-gen game. It's not built for PS5 ground up. Like they so-called said that Last of Us was built ground up, when we already know that game was copied and pasted. Remastered gameplay, but the cutscenes were built ground up. These CGI cutscenes with this remake station. Now, I'm not knocking the PS5. I think it's a beautiful, quality graphics, high-end console. I just don't like how Sony is abusing, their rights just to get over on their fan base. I don't like them taking advantage of diehard fans. That's my problem with PlayStation. Or should I say my problem with Sony's. They don't want to bring us value that we asked for. They told us no. They don't listen to their fans. And they expect us not to say anything. They want to put us on mute and not be able to say and voice our opinion on what we feel like they should do better in. Yes, you had a AAA banger, Sony. Yeah, you do. Hands down, you've been making them since the 90s. It ain't no secret. We all know that. But at the same time, I think they have got the big head over the years. I think they have got a little too cocky, a little too arrogant, a little too greedy, a little too shady, a little too grimy, to the point where they feel like it's okay for them to backdoor Xbox, do all these little exclusive deals, timed exclusive deals, DLC, map quests, even on Harry Potter's, like Final Fantasies, or they're gonna do timed exclusive deal on Final Fantasy, calling up Square Enix, hey, how can we do this little exclusive deal with you guys? Like, how much we got to pay? Under the table money. It ain't fair to the gaming community. I understand competition. If it's, like I said before, I go back to say this. It's okay to have competition. I'm not saying it's not okay to have competition, yes. But if it's not your IP, why should they be allowed to lock down games that don't belong to them? That would be crazy. How can things like Spider-Man be locked down from the rest of the people that is a huge fan of Spider-Man movies? Now, no, Sony wants you to go pretty much, buy the movie tickets and go watch Spider-Man movie, right? They want you to support the movie, bringing all those hundreds and millions and billions of dollars for Spider-Man movie. But when it comes to the game, they want to lock the game down. Why? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand how that works. Like, so you don't want to lock down the movie, right? So you say if you don't own a PS5, you can't order your movie tickets. That's how the movie should be as well. If you want to you should make exclusive movie tickets until the movie actually comes out on Blu-ray. Then it should be open to the public. But actually going to see it in the movie theaters, you should lock down the movie too as well. You can't see Spider-Man unless you own something from Sony, the Sony television, a Sony phone, a Sony console. Lock it all the way down. Only you can see it on Netflix. And if you have a PS5. Don't halfway lock the movie. Don't halfway lock Spider-Man down. Just let his character just crash and burn. Since you just don't want nobody else to have anything to do with Spider-Man but Sony and PlayStation, don't even sell us movie tickets to the public. That's how I feel about it. Like, don't sell us movies. Sony, do not sell us movie tickets, bro. We don't need them if you don't want to bring the game to Game Pass. If you don't want to bring it to PC. If you don't want to bring it to Nintendo, cloud gaming. Don't lock down a IP, a character that's been out for years, way before Sony even existed. You know what I'm saying? Insomniac made Spider-Man first. It was for everything. Now Sony buys the rights, and now they completely take over Spider-Man. And they said that was the biggest AAA banger on Sony for a while, right? They were saying Spider-Man, especially 2018, that game did big numbers. And I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I love Spider-Man, but I'm just trying to make a point. I played Spider-Man Miles Morales already on PC. I have the link down below. You can install the app to your PCs and laptops, and maybe even Steam Decks, and play Spider-Man Miles Morales right now on PlayStation Plus Premium, just by downloading the app, bro. But Sony don't promote that type stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't. I don't know why. They don't. They have a division where, okay, we will promote the things that we want to promote or that we want to push out, but we're not going to tell you about them. Do you know how long it took me to find out that PS Now, you can download a PS Now app on your PC? I never even knew you can play PlayStation games directly from Sony on your PC. It took me forever, bro. As long as I own the PlayStation, I never knew that. That's what I'm saying. These are things that they should be worrying about promoting, not trying to block Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal. You should be worrying about making your fans happy. Especially for the holidays coming up. Black Friday's coming up. You shouldn't be worrying about raising prices. You should be worrying about giving us a deal so you would sell more of everything. You already got to pay $70 per game. $70 a pop. Does this make any sense? See what I'm saying? These are things they don't focus on. These are things they don't focus on. Now, will God of War win Game of the Year? Or will Elden Rings win Game of the Year? That's another topic I'm gonna have to go over. Because the only reason why I say that, guys, because that's the biggest thing out right now. That's the biggest talk in the streets right now is God of War Ragnarok. Do I feel like, we kind of got robbed as the gaming community and as the fan base, diehard fans of God of War, by not getting gameplay for how long? This entire year? I'm talking about, like, we seen previous, the day of, they gave us like 30 minutes before it was actually dropped. Like, between 15 to 30 minutes of gameplay. The day of? Like, really? Come on, bro. So y'all gonna do all this storytelling, tell us how great the game is, but we didn't actually get gameplay until like the day before it comes out, so that people wouldn't judge it. People wouldn't knock the game, say, oh, well, it ain't running smooth, it ain't running up to par, but you have a performance mode on the game. So now that led me to believe that Sony can make games more powerful. They just choose not to spend the money to do it. So now they just told on themselves. You got a performance mode only for God of War now. Now, I'm not saying all these other studios are more talented than Santa Monica with God of War. I'm not saying that they're a beast. The people that made God of War is a beast. They do this. They have been doing this a long time in these gaming streets. They have earned their stripes. I salute to those guys. But the point that I'm trying to make, it is possible. It is possible that you can put a performance mode on PS5 games and cap them off at 60 FPS to 120 FPS. Higher frame rate, higher resolution, better photo modes. It is possible that they could have put a performance mode on Gotham Knights. We would have never been in this issue with Gotham Knights, bro. And these are just going over things this year that happened. Word on the street, what's going down, because we got a lot of Decepticons out here that's trying to stir everything up. A lot of them. A lot of ponies trying to stir things up over there on Twitter. Fanboys over there on Twitter. Trying to stir a lot of stuff up over there, man. I'm talking about, like, these are the things that goes down that a lot of you guys probably don't be hearing about. A lot of people probably bought the game, didn't even know it had a performance mode, because everybody really ain't into fanboying and consoles and understanding how all this stuff works. Yeah, God of War got a performance mode. I don't even have it, and I know it. You know why I don't have it? Because either it ain't on PC, and I'm definitely not finna buy a PS5. I'd rather jump into the PlayStation ecosystem through PC, but not a PS5. It's too much trouble to have a PS5. First of all, you can't even get it where I'm at. It's never a PS5 in the store. I have not seen a PS5 in the store since it came out, bro. Not one. Now, have I seen the Xbox Series S and X? Yes, I seen them in Walmart. Will they be there closer to the holidays? Nah, like last year. And it will be months before they be back. It's probably be like another 2 months, like after Christmas or so, before you start seeing them again. Because so many people want them for the holidays. So all of those Xbox Series S's, people selling out, talking about it's a potato. Yeah, man, a lot of people gonna have vegetables in their house this Christmas. Because Xbox is doing big things, man, come next year. And I don't want you guys to be tricked due to quality, because we already know how beautiful Sony games are. We all know the quality that they come with, but they do come with a premium price tag, and all of them are not delivering the performance that the fan base is asking for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these games are not going to be done. They're going to still need some more cooking. They're going to still need to be in the oven. Like Gotham Knights wasn't ready. They should have pushed it back into the middle of next year. Put that performance mode on there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's forced to cap the game off at 60. God of War have a button. You hit it, it's overclocking the game by force. So you're not being forced to be like held back where photo mode, you know, the smoothness of the game. When you run at a better frame rate, it's going to be smoother, guys. That's why we have to fight for these things. That's why we have to bring it to the gaming community attention. So you guys will know the next game come out and it's underperforming, we ain't having it. The fan base and the gaming community have to stand up, or 30 FPS is going to be the new norm, because these studios are getting lazy. All they want to do is remake cash grabs on PS5 this whole entire generation, and they're gonna sprinkle a AAA banger here and there. Now they're gonna have tons of indie games, tons of multi-plat games, which is most people like casual gamers are gonna, you know, gravitate towards. Mostly, I would say most of us are probably gonna be on multi-plat games for the most part. That's why I say it's really not a big deal if you get a PS5 unless you really want one. Because most people are gonna jump right back on a multi-plat game. Most people are gonna jump back on Call of Duty. Most people are gonna jump back on Madden, 2K, MLB. That's right, MLB is on Game Pass now. That's crazy, ain't it? A Sony game is on Game Pass, one of the biggest baseball games in the world right now. They got a new Halo update. That's another topic I'm gonna have to go over. Is Halo back from the dead? Is Halo back from the gaming graveyard that was next to Google Stadia and Sega? Is Halo back, baby? We're gonna find out, man. We're definitely gonna find out if Halo is back. I tried it out. It's definitely fun still. Halo is one of the most funnest games in the gaming industry, bro. Shooters. But it ain't many. So it ain't like you really can compare a shooter, you know, with, you know, PS5, because they don't have none except Destiny right now. And that's still multi-plat as of right now. I wouldn't compare it with Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is a juggernaut and they're in their own class. But something like a Destiny, you know, I would see that kind of being the level, the type of sci-fi type game looking game shooter, you know, with monsters and creatures and all that on there. It would be Destiny. So I'm thinking Sony's probably gonna make Destiny 3 exclusive in the next few years, if they bring out one. Or they may just keep it a live service game. You know, which direction are they going right now with Sony? I still don't know. But I had to go over these topics, y'all, because a lot of people get lost in the sauce and we forget how greedy and grimy Sony is. So I had to go over it to remind you guys, because I know a lot of y'all, man, y'all are rooting for Sony. Y'all want to see them win. A lot of people are rooting for Xbox, PC, Nintendo. We want to see all of them win. Cloud gaming. Some people may not even get a console anymore because you don't need it if you got Game Pass. You can just get your phone, mirror to your smart TV. Play Game Pass through your mobile phone, mirror it, get your Xbox controller, PlayStation, PS4 controller, mirror it to your smart TVs. You don't even need it anymore, bro. You don't even need a console. You don't even need a PC. So it's no excuse not to jump into the Game Pass ecosystem. No excuse. I mean, have they been taking forever to drop AAA bangers and the fans have been complaining? Yeah. But come next year, all of that is about to change. And I don't want you guys to be sidetracked and forget. That's why I have to keep reminding you guys, like, hey man, look, Redfall is coming, Forza Motorsports is coming, Starfield is coming, Stalker 2 is coming, Hellblade 2 is coming, Fable is coming, Indiana Jones is coming, Perfect Dark is coming, Elder Scrolls is coming, the new Fallout is coming, updates are coming, a new Doom they're probably gonna even do more updates, so they're gonna have a new Doom coming soon. Not even including all of the multi-plat games that they're gonna be dropping day one. Like Atomic Hearts. You know, things like that. Scorn. Things like that. But these are things that's gonna drop, man, day one, and it's gonna have the most value in Game Pass as of right now. And I'm gonna leave it right there, man. We're gonna touch on some more topics, man. I just want to go over a few things. That's it. Y'all like a few things, really, bro. You went over a lot of things. But you know, I just like to go over a few things, you know what I'm saying? That'll just be on my mind. I be thinking about sometime. But yeah, man, you guys already know what to do, man. Smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you guys can be notified on all of the new latest and greatest news out here in these gaming streets. And if you'd like to jump into the Xbox ecosystem or the PlayStation ecosystem, or order merch or games, just click the links down below in the description, man. Peace.